Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, your journey, our passion, and by Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com.
Welcome to a brand new week of Autoline Daily. We start off the news today with the latest sales figures in the U.S. market. And despite worries that the government shutdown early in the month would hurt car sales, they were up 6.4% on a daily selling rate basis. But the SAAR was only 15.1 million, which was weaker than it was before. GM, Ford, and Chrysler were the big winners with collective sales up 9.7%. Japanese automakers were up 6.3%. The Europeans were down, but only 0.3%, while the Koreans were off by just over 3.5%. The top sales performers include Jaguar Land Rover up almost 46%. Subaru continued its storybook sales performance up 27%. Mercedes had a great month. Mitsubishi showed signs of revival. And General Motors did the best of all the full-line manufacturers. But remember, the auto business is a zero-sum game. If some go up, others go down. But the only companies that saw their sales go down include the Volkswagen Group, though Audi was up. Volvo continued its downhill trajectory. Kia sales dropped a lot, while BMW and Mini also had a weak month. But here's an interesting aside. Dodge began using comedian Will Ferrell, reviving his character Ron Burgundy, in television ads for the Durango. The ads are sophomorish, but man, have they worked. Durango sales shot up more than 52% last month. I guess Dodge really knows its customers. Nissan made a number of management changes and also divided its operations into 6 regions from the 3 it currently has. Colin Dodge, the current head of the Americas, will transition to a new role and report to CEO Carlos Ghosn. That's because Nissan is splitting North and South America into 2 different regions. Jose Munoz is the new head of North America, and Jose Valls will take over the company's operations in South America. Nissan is also eliminating the Chief Operating Officer position, whose duties will now be handled by 3 senior executives instead. I'm sure most of you remember the Cash for Clunkers program that was initiated by the U.S. government to kickstart car sales after the Great Recession. Well, a study from the Brookings Institute says the program really didn't help the economy that much. Around 700,000 used cars were turned in, and participants received a voucher worth up to $4,500 for the purchase of a new vehicle. Overall, Cash for Clunkers cost $2.8 billion. It only created about 3,700 jobs, and every one of those jobs cost $1.4 million to create. Lexus will have a couple of vehicles to show off at the Tokyo Motor Show that are bound to help drop its stodgy image. The first is the all-new RC Coupe, which looks like it draws some of its styling from the LFLC concept, the new IS, and Scion's FRS, like those lines going over the front fenders. The Coupe is powered by a 3.5-liter V6 or a 2.5-liter engine mated to a hybrid powertrain. And as production-ready as the RC Coupe looks, the styling cues, especially those FRS-like lines, may be Lexus's attempt at drawing in younger buyers. However, the origami-looking LFNX concept that the brand will also be displaying at the show doesn't look quite as production-ready. We showed you this compact crossover SUV back in September when it first made its debut at the Frankfurt Motor Show, but this time the concept will be outfitted with a newly developed 2-liter turbo engine. The Tokyo Motor Show opens at the end of this month, exactly at the same time as the LA Auto Show. Hey, coming up next, Jeep takes us on a design walk-around of that controversial new Cherokee.
Here's another great thing about the all-around performance of our Dueler tires. A comfortable, quiet ride.
At Bridgestone, our passion for performance knows no bounds.
When it comes to looks, the 2014 Jeep Cherokee has generated a lot of controversy, but there's a rationale behind its appearance. Here's the head of Jeep Design.
Hi, my name is Mark Allen. I'm the designer for the 2014 Jeep Cherokee. I want to walk you around the design of it real quick and why we did what we did here. The design of this vehicle is actually very modern. Lots of aerodynamic efficiency has been put into the vehicle. It's more connected really to the Grand Cherokee side of the family, so it's more refined, muscular sheet metal to it. The way this vehicle is set up, really there's a spline line that travels all the way around the car, and up above that it's very sleek, modern, fast windshield, and then below that a lot of the function comes in, so the wheel openings, the skid plate, the lower area here. This happens to be a Trailhawk version, which is our ultimate off-road. It sits up a little bit higher. It's got a little more aggressive approach departure angles, its own special tire and wheel. It's wider, and we've sort of contented the chrome down off of it. Tow hooks are a real important part of the rescue message on Jeep, and they're really largely going away in this class of vehicle. We stick with them. It's a 1.5 GVW rated tow hook. And it's important for recovering the vehicle or pulling somebody else out. So there's two on the front and one on the back. The lighting package on the Cherokee is really quite new. What we've done, the headlight is actually down here. It's a projector unit. And then up above that, the feature light is an LED daytime running light, which is always on when the vehicle's in motion, and it sets up the face or the character of the front of the car. What that allows us to do is really, if you look in the plan view here, there's really not a corner on it, on the vehicle, and that helps us a lot with our aerodynamics. Hood is all aluminum and includes the grille in it. Moving down the side of the vehicle, you'll see that spline line again travel all the way around. Above that, the daylight opening on the vehicle, you'll see this slight little bounce in there. And that was really, the designers picked that up off of the half door on a Wrangler, which I think was a great cue. Down low, the body cladding, which is important for when you're off-road. That's the part that gets drugged through the rocks, and it's a sacrificial piece, easily replaced. 17-inch wheels on the Trailhawk and its own unique Firestone tire. Real aggressive tread on that, and it's part of the off-road package where the vehicle again has a lift to it and then a larger OD tire. Roof rack is standard on the Trailhawk. And then on the back, you'll see we've divided the area up into three distinct upper, middle, and lower area. The upper is really the backlight, and the taillights are included into that whole graphic. And then the spoiler, a lot of aerodynamic effort went into the rear spoiler to help the whole package. Interestingly, the paint goes all the way through uninterrupted, and all the functional pieces are below that. So the only thing on the painted surface are really the badges and the backup camera. Down low, the fascia includes all the functional pieces again, like the trailer hitch, the hook, the lighting, license plate, and exhaust. So that's all sort of contained down low. That really wraps up the design walk around of the new 2014 Jeep Cherokee. I hope you check it out.
You know, I got the chance to test drive the new Cherokee over the weekend. Boy, I was impressed at how good it is. Surprisingly good. The ride and quietness really stand out, and that 9-speed transmission works seamlessly. We had Mitch Claw, the vehicle line executive on the Cherokee, on the most recent Autoline After Hours, and coming up this Thursday we'll have Taj Yuchter, the chief engineer for the new Corvette. So start thinking of the kinds of questions you'd like to ask him about the new Vet, and then join me and the auto extremist Peter DeLorenzo for Autoline After Hours this Thursday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or catch the show later on our website or our YouTube channel. Just look for the Autoline Network. Anyway, that wraps up today's report. Thanks for watching, and please join us here again tomorrow for the latest news and developments in the global automotive industry.